And with a big gap on the scoreboard, the second half begins with very different goals for these teams. One side trying to mount a comeback, one side trying to protect their lead. What a game we're seeing from Smooth.
His play so far is what fans love about him. He has gone right at the defense time and time again.
Yeah, he hasn't been settling. He's getting to the rim, and that's him at his best.
And on the floor for Steve Kerr as we get into the second half. The athletic front court pair. Wiggins alongside Kuminga. Dixon is out there with Curry. And it's Jackson Davis in at the 5 down low. Here's Reed. And even after 2 offensive rebounds, they just can't get the lid off. Here's Dixon into the lane, and he drops in the layup off the glass. Dixon's got 5 points now in the quarter.
Terrific play call to give him a clean look at the rim. That's how you want to start the second half.
Yeah, I like how they're establishing their interior presence right away. That's going to collapse the defense and create other opportunities.
About 1 minute played here in the second half. Curry passes to Dixon. Here's Jackson Davis. From down in the low post, it goes. Jackson Davis has got 8.
That makes 3 in a row to start the second half.
For 3, Edwards sinks the triple.
And look, Edwards has a lethal pull-up game. It's one of the things that makes him so difficult to guard.
Pass to Jackson Davis. Here's Dixon. Edwards defending. From downtown, Dixon's shot is off.
And this is what you like about his perimeter D. Never gave up and challenged the deep.
Yeah, and it's really hard to stay connected to shooters out there. And even harder to contest the shot without foul.
You almost have to assume he's going to knock those down when he is that open.
And the shot goes in. He's got 8.
You know, they've hit the ground running to begin this second half. 4 for 5 so far.
Ansel Conley will bring the ball up for the Minnesota Timberwolves. 19-point game. And the layup's good off the glass. Conley's got his second basket of the night.
You could just see the passion and love with which he plays the game. You see how he prepares, the work ethic, the way he interacts with his teammates. And when he hits the floor, it's all about the game.
Here's Randall, and Randall throws it down.
And this is how Randall likes to operate, taking it in to the defense over and over again.
Curry against Conley. Here's Dixon, 32 points in the game. And a miss there on the triple. And Stan, we seem to be in the midst of a big man renaissance in the NBA. I love it. So that being said, which of these big stars do you like the most?
Well, that's a tough question because there's so much talent and they're all different. You've got Embiid, who is unstoppable offensively. You've got Wembanyama with his combination of size and length, skill and agility. You've got guys who can shoot the ball. But the guy that combines the most of those things that I would take, Nikola Jokic.
And the wide open shot from Reed. No good from outside. Warriors leading by 17. Curry kicks to Kuminga. Kept alive. The Timberwolves have gone 4 of 9 from the floor so far in the third. McDaniels. Warriors with the rebound. Kuminga's got rebound number 11 for him here tonight. And he uses both hands to jam it in.
And in terms of size, not your typical center, but man, he plays as big as any of them thanks to that terrific leaping ability.
Minnesota calls timeout. We've seen Smooth really having a great game.
He's on fire from beyond the arc there. It's time to start shaping their game plan around stopping this long-range assault.
The Timberwolves making a switch here. Dillingham's checked in. And now we'll take a second to look at the race for Rookie of the Year. A new year ahead of us and so much more for these young players ranked by their impact so far. And you look at Dixon. Well, he's shown he's a force as we move along in the meat of the season, sitting pretty at that #1 spot now, and it's his race to lose.
And this is just a special player. No question he should be favored for the Rookie of the Year award at this point.
Well, no debate here. He's running away with it and looks poised for big things to come.
Right now, let's send it over to the sidelines and get a report from David Aldridge.
Thank you, Kevin. Anthony Edwards is figuring things out. He said, there's levels. My first few years, I looked for my shot and nothing else. I've learned that I can't win without my teammates and that I have to throw them the ball too. It's a team game. I know that now. Kevin, I know it too, so I'm throwing it back to you.
And you're the best teammate we could have. Thank you, David. Pass to Dillingham. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul. And Craig, talk about a guy who can create for himself. Dillingham can already score on elite defenders.
Yeah, and Kevin, a lot of that is his footwork. You can see the hours he's put into it. And then add in the body control and quickness. Good luck slowing this young man down.
Warriors leading by 19. And here is Curry. He's got 9. Puts up a deep 3. Rebound, Minnesota. McDaniels got his 4th rebound in this one. And that's out of bounds. It was last touched by McDaniels.
Well, look, plays like that are exactly why they find themselves in such a deep hole.
To the paint, here's Dixon. A rebound by the Timberwolves. Now here's Conley. He has 6. Out to Edwards. The Timberwolves again can't hit.
Well, you can tell he thinks he should have had that one. Even harder on him when he's got a good look like that and it doesn't go down.
And guys, let's get your take on the scoring breakdown so far for the Warriors.
Well, they've really been sharing the basketball. All coaches talk about that, try to get their teams to do it. It's really great when you see it in action.
Another place they've had the upper hand tonight is in transition. They've gotten a bunch of their points off the fast break.
Pass to Edwards. Randall outside. Back to Edwards. And Edwards slams it in.
Among the best athletes in this league, Anthony Edwards taking flight.
Here's Dixon, covered by Conley. A nice shot by Dixon. Dixon's got 36.
Another bucket down low. They've been the aggressors, taking the ball inside and attacking at the rim.
The pass to Edwards. Now Conley. A 3 ball. They grab their own miss. And here's Kuminga. He'll bring it up for the Warriors. A 21-point lead, the biggest in the game.
Oh, great ball movement there.
The Timberwolves shooting 38% from the field, a pretty weak showing for them. Randall, it's rebounded by Curry. On offense, here are the Warriors. They're on a 12-4 run right now. A nice shot by Dixon.
They should continue to get the ball inside. The defense struggling to contain them.
Here's Conley. He has 6. Some tough offensive sets. They want to turn it around.
Yeah, right now you just need a bucket to get some momentum.
Here's Randall, and that one falls coming off Conley's feet. Randall's got 4 this quarter.
Well, he's playing great tonight, but not quite well enough to carry the entire team. They need to find some other contributors.
Dixon's shot is off. Timberwolves shooting a troubling 38% in the third. Not the finest work of this offense. And the ball out of play. The Warriors will inbound. And a chance here to see our rookie watch. the biggest point-producing freshman over the last 10 games. And you look at Dixon, leading the league in points per game. Such a great player.
Showing flashes of just explosive scoring ability. When called upon, he can put buckets up in a hurry.
Here's Curry, and there the Warriors now with another bucket.
And now you see them starting to really work the ball inside.
Minnesota calls timeout, where there's a lot of emphasis on three-point shooting. Greg, what's your opinion of that?
Well, Kevin, you know, stretching the D isn't just about how far out they have to defend. It's the distance between that and how far in you have to defend. That's why analytics favors shots at the rim and from distance.
And some changes here for the Timberwolves. Garza's checked in, and Nickeil Alexander-Walker in for Edwards. Then for the Warriors, Kevon Looney comes in for Trace Jackson-Davis, and Hield subbed in for Wiggins. Pass to Garza, all alone. And the rebound goes to the Warriors.
Nobody even close to him, and he can't believe he doesn't knock it down.
Looney with the bucket.
And not hard to see why they are giving up points on this run. Just too many good looks from in close.
Pass to Dillingham. Pass to Garza. DiVincenzo with it. He's got 8, just 5 to shoot. Dillingham with the bucket.
Well, those go down for him in his sleep.
Smooth sailing for Golden State. Curry on the wing. Defended by DiVincenzo. Drains it from beyond the arc. Hield's got himself going there. His first points of the game on the deep ball.
Matching baskets from the perimeter, an earmark of today's game.
Yeah, sometimes you get in a shootout like this, but you just hope that you can get a stop first.
Here's Dixon. He has 40. The 3. Here's Looney. He gets that one. Looney's got his second bucket of the night.
And the D getting outworked there on the putback. Can't let that happen.
And I can tell you from experience, these are the types of things that drive coaches crazy.
And it's blocked. And he gets contact and the whistle on the shot. 2 shots coming up. And there's the foul against Golden State.
You know, one thing you have to admire.
They're making a switch here. Reed's checked in. Then for the Warriors, Payton, he's checked in for Jonathan Kuminga. Moody comes in for Buddy Hield. And it's Dixon in for Stephen Curry. Randall passes to Reed. That's in. Coming off an assist from Randall. Reed's got 17 now.
Such a confident shooter. Reed was ready as soon as the ball got to him.
Dixon's shot is off. And for the Timberwolves, they're shooting 39% from the floor. Not their best. The pass to Reed. Timberwolves passing it around. Curry attacking. And it's Looney with the rebound. Looney's got 4 rebounds in this game. Here's Dixon, defended by DiVincenzo. Here's Dixon. No good on the last second attempt there. And so it's the Golden State Warriors holding a very comfortable 25-point lead as the quarter comes to a close. They've got a big advantage in the turnover stats because of their intense defense. And we'll be back with you shortly. And let's go back to a terrific pass that we're calling tonight our State Farm assist of the game.
Just true artistry right there. I mean, great decision on where to go with the ball, and how about the perfect delivery?
Wow, that was an absolute masterpiece of an assist. He knew exactly when to deliver the ball, and it made for a beautiful score.